Warning. If you are one that is easily triggered, click off now. These are cold facts, ugly truths, and my opinion. You've been warned.
And we'll start with Biame Kevo.
How did I find success?
How do you define success? What does that mean for you?
Success is, being free, being able to do what I want to do every day when I wake up.
For you?
Yeah, same thing. Being able to do what you want, when you want, and with whom you want, whenever you want to do it. Because a lot of people don't have that level of freedom in the world. So, I agree 100%.
Yaros?
To be honest, it's working in what you love, because you gotta wake up and love your life. You just create that, that life you just want to live every day. You don't want to stop, Sometimes I don't want to sleep and I want to wake up earlier, just because I live the life I want to live. I also with my wife, like I'm married but not trapped. It's not like Sometimes I don't want to sleep and I want to wake up earlier, just because I live the life I want to live. I also with my wife, like I'm married but not trapped. It's not like I hide shit. It's everything is up front. Like I don't hide anything, and I show everything. So,
Blessed man.
Okay. In my definition of success is across the board. If you're not ripped, if you're not rich, if you ain't rare, if you don't stand out, if you ain't across the board successful, it doesn't mean fucking shit to me. If you got straight tits and you're in your Rolls Royce, you look like a fucking clown to me. I'm just laughing at your dumb fucking ass. But this is the whole fucking point. You have a weakness. Change it, motherfucker. How the fuck are you gonna lead people?
Yeah. I have been cutting out all of the cuss words, like my latest videos. I mean, I've been leaving them in, but Wes, he already going in, so I'm gonna have to cut down a lot of these cuss words. It's gonna take me some time to edit this joint. I feel it.
If you don't realize your weakness is their way out, they're not gonna listen to you. You're sitting there possessing shit that they don't want to have. So I mean, this is what people say. Oh, it's not about the money. It's about family, Wes. It's about this, about that. Motherfucker, when you're making money, it's about the money. When it's family, it's about family. When you're at the gym, it's about muscle. Whatever you're doing, it's about that. There's no black and white life. It's the gray area. You have to be good at everything. That's the goal, to really excel in every area. I roll in most rooms with successful entrepreneurs, and it's pathetic. They'll have like a before and after picture of their fitness, and their after picture looks like their before pic. And I'm like, motherfucker, you're not embarrassed of this. Like, you have enough money, and that's what you put out. You're that big of a pussy. Like, I just can't get behind anything that's not done at a high level. So knock the one thing off the board first, then the next thing, then the next thing. Jados is ripped, rich, and rare. I mean, the whole thing. What's rare mean to me? It means no vices. It means no drugs, no alcohol, no bullshit. You don't have to hide behind nothing. I mean, what's rich? I mean, you get to do what the fuck you want. I don't need you to be a billionaire to say you're rich, or other people, they'll see that even I rent my place. It's $95,000 a month. But they're like, you rent your place. It's like, you dumb motherfucker. You don't understand how to even operate at my level. People don't buy a $24 million house. They buy $24 million worth of properties that would bring them more money. You don't dump all that into that fucking liability and live in some $24 million pad you bought, stupid. You can make investments and you bring it back to this. But everybody thinks they know some shit. And if you don't have the results that I want in some area, I can't fucking listen to you. So most people, I won't listen to them. What are they going to tell me? Some motherfucker comes up to me at the gym and he's like, hey, you should do your push-ups like this. And I say, why? So I can look like you, motherfucker? And the guy's like, oh, no, but like, it looks like you're going to hurt your, shut the fuck up, dude. I'm going to end up with your chest if I do that. Why would I want that? Or these motherfuckers go in my comments and I'll say some shit on purpose. I'm like, rent or buy. And if you ain't at the level to even do either of these, shut the fuck up and don't even participate. And they just get mad. It's like, you don't get to have an opinion if it's not an option for you. You don't get to say my chick's BBL and her fake tits aren't for you. You couldn't get her, you dumb motherfucker. You got a goddamn 3. And that's the worst thing about these motherfuckers. They try to give you relationship advice. Motherfucker, you got a borderline Miami 2. That's like a fucking Mississippi 6. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? Don't give me relationship advice to my 10 when you got a 2, motherfucker. Shut up.
Okay, so let's pause right here for a minute. Now, I know who Wes Watson is. I've known him before, Fresh and Fit. I forget how I stumbled across his page, but yeah, he used to be an ex-con. Got in trouble for dealing drugs. He went away for a while, and he was in the California penitentiary. Certain penitentiaries are wildly different from other ones. This one, you had to roll with your race. So he was telling you how he lived and operated and, you know, maneuvered in the penitentiary. And while he was in the slammer, he had got really jacked, and he was starting off as like a fitness type channel. He would give like motivational and fitness advice. He would sit in front of the camera. He still does it now, but you know, it was at a higher level when he first got out. That's how he got his, I guess, you know, claim to fame. Then he started moving on to other business ventures, and now he's like a multi-million-dollar fitness. He has some type of fitness program or whatever. He does like life coaching, and yeah, he's doing pretty well for himself. And a lot of the things that Wes Watson is saying are very true, and this is what people need to not misinterpret because of how someone says something. If someone says something a certain way, that doesn't always take away from the validity. Is that a word? Uh, valid validity of it. I think I'm saying it right. It's still a lot of the things he's saying are still true. Okay, you know, you can't be, or you can be rich and you know, have wealth, right? But if you're out of shape and you're not healthy, health is wealth. That's what a lot of people say. If you're not healthy, your money can't do anything for you. If you get to a point where your health is overtaking everything you work for, certain things that you've done that are a direct correlation to how you lived your life when you were younger, and or you know, you could be still in a position to fix your life, but you were so set. The older you get, the more set in your ways you become. So it's going to be harder to revert and unlearn and relearn better and better choices, right? For you and your family. It's going to be harder to do them the older you get because you've done it for so long, right? So you have this money, and let's say you're 20, 30, 40, 100 pounds overweight. You are still not going to be able to enjoy life to the fullest extent, even if you were like a billionaire. And that's just how it is. You know, you're not going to have the wind, the air, the capacity, the energy to want to be up doing things. If you're fat, you're just going to continually decline until you decide to do something about it, or eventually it's too late to where you can't do anything about it, and then your money can't save you. Your mentality is the baseline to everything, right? Because if you're not mentally strong, have the mental fortitude, mentally capable, none of this other stuff is going to happen, or it's going to be sustainable. You get what I'm saying? You may be able to make money for a certain amount of time, but you're not going to be able to sustain that because you're just steadily trying to impress certain people that are not even caring about what you're doing, or shouldn't even be people you should be trying to impress. You get what I'm saying? You may get to a certain level, but then eventually it's all gonna come crashing down because it was not built on a solid foundation. You may get in shape for a certain amount of time, but it's all gonna revert, and you're gonna gain the weight back plus some, because the reasoning and the mental status you were in when you were, you know, partaking in this action wasn't on a positive ground. You get what I'm saying? If I'm making sense to y'all. So you can't have a family, or you can't be worried about your family if you're not worried about getting money first. You need to be financially stable for yourself before you can even worry about, oh, family is everything. Yes, family is, you know, the end goal, but you have to have money. Money is almost like a form of security. Having provisioning for a family, being able to do things. Oh, you know, because this is the thing, and I don't want to ramble too much. I'm Gary start the video back up, but you know, you have to have funds, you have to have money, or you are not gonna be able to have that security for your family. If your girlfriend, your wife, your kids have to worry about where the next meal is gonna come from, or how they're gonna get to point A to point B. If y'all are even worried about the basic necessities, you should have no thought. You shouldn't even be thinking about having a family. You get what I'm saying? If you can't even do this, they said the average family, a $500 debt or a $500 cost that pops up, that will be a big hit to a family's economical resources, right? Let that sink in. But let's get back into it.
But there's this whole thing. People don't think I'm going to put the measuring stick to their motherfucking face. They better just watch what they say around a motherfucker who's beating them in every area. And if someone is beating you, just ask them. Just be humble. Like, your bitch is better than mine. How'd you get her? That car's way more than mine. How'd you do it? You make more than me. What's up? Like, just fucking ask. And that's the thing. People aren't humble enough to ask. That's my, got to be across the board. You better have a bad bitch. You better be ripped. You better fucking be rolling some sick shit. That's what I like. I grew up hustling. There has to be rims on my goddamn Phantom. Go out front. That ain't normal Phantom. That's a Mansory Phantom. I don't have the normal shit like that. Chick's got upgrades. Done.
Well said, Wes. God damn, with the fire. Shit.
I've been watching Goldie's content. That's the reason. I've been watching Goldie's content. He be getting me in trouble. My chick don't like his content. She's like, he's making too much sense.
Shout out to Goldie. All right, what about you?
Supposed to follow that up?
It's tough, right?
Get him.
It's
Well,
tough.
hey, what you guys were saying earlier, I need to know what you said in English.
Okay, so my definition of success will probably be far different than everybody else's on the panel. I'll probably maybe be the lone dissenter, but my definition of success is having a family, having children, and being part of the apparatus of the world. And true wealth is a rejection of materialism. As Christ said himself, what good does it benefit a man to gain the entire world at the cost of his soul? And essentially, when I think of wealth, I think of materialism. It's okay to have materialism. It's not against Christian ethics to become rich, become wealthy. But I just think it's all beside the point, ultimately. You're trying to go for a single thing, and it's to achieve something greater
Do you have
than
money?
the person.
Does he have money?
No.
Do you have money?
No, I don't have.
How much
I
money
don't
do you
have.
have?
I don't
Does he
have
have
money. But here's the thing. Why is money
much-
valuable?
Do you have
Why?
money?
What is money valuable for?
I'm just asking. Do you have money?
I just said no. I'm broke. I'm a
No,
nobody.
but really, you are?
Yeah.
Is he really broke?
Yeah.
I just want to know. I have to know.
No, I'm
He's
not.
trolling.
I'm not one of these rich guys. I don't have a Bugatti. I don't have a Lambo. I don't
I
have
just
a Ferrari.
really have to know. Like, how much money you got?
Probably $5 in my pocket. Not much more.
Can anyone answer for the guy?
Why do they think I'm kidding? I have a family. I take care of an entire family. That takes a lot
He's
of
doing
money.
all right. He's doing all right.
Okay,
It's okay.
This is the thing, you guys. If you ain't fit, you can't say it's not all about being in good shape.
Why not?
If you don't have money, you can't say it's not all about money.
Yeah, why
But
not?
if he does have money, he can say that.
Why not?
He
Why
can.
can't you say? Why must you have the thing
Because
before you
hy-
hang on? Let me ask the question.
Because hypothetical
Let
is
me ask the question.
hypocritical.
Let me ask the question.
Hypothetical is
How
hypocritical.
do you even know what I was going to say before I've even been allowed
Because
to
I
ask
know
the
what you're
question?
gonna say.
Then what was I going to say?
You're gonna say why can't you ask the question?
Okay, so that's not what I was going to say. What I was going to say is how in the world can you create a standard that it's inappropriate to ask somebody, how come if I don't have X thing, because I don't value X thing, does that mean X thing is actually valuable?
You've never experienced it, so you can't speak about
You
it.
think that I haven't experienced wealth? Even
I
poor people.
was asking if you did.
Even poor people experience days of wealth.
I was
They
asking
can-
if you
even
did.
poor
I don't know
people-
who you are.
But even poor people experience days of wealth. And so the thing is
No,
it's
definitely not. Definitely not.
Definitely
No,
so.
not.
Definitely so.
I've lived the lowest lows and the highest highs.
Well, what's the distinction? After you make X amount, hundreds of thousands of dollars, if you look at these studies done on this, it does not.
I don't
hugely,
fit no f***ing studies.
It does not
bro.
hugely improve a person's life.
Are you proud of who the f*** you
Bro,
are?
Why
Well,
don't
look
you
at,
even
are
let
you
me
proud?
get-
If you look in the mirror, would you guys say this motherfucker's proud of who the f*** he is? That's a bag of trash, dude. Pull your fucking.
Yo, Wes about to go in. But I want to say this. I understand what Homeboy is saying. If you don't value something, how can you say that it's important? And Wes, okay, you got to have it to be able to determine whether it's valuable or invaluable. You get what I'm saying? So I feel as though money is money itself. Okay, just having cash, sitting around. Just okay, you throw $5,000 in a savings account. Just having that $5,000 sitting around not doing nothing for you. If money does not work for you, money is not valuable. I get that. But if let's say you take that 5,000 and you start up a little business and then you scale that, okay, at that point, that money is valuable, right? Because took that money and you've turned that into something. You get what I'm saying? Money in itself has no value. You get what I'm saying? It's what you can do with money, and it's what money can do for you that has the value attached to it. You get what I'm saying? You need value is currency. You need currency to be able to buy things, to afford things. Money makes money. You need money to make money. I know people have probably heard that saying before, but it's like, okay, if I don't have it, how can I make it? You can't make anything without having it first, right? So you see when dude got a bad bitch, a good-looking girlfriend. If you have a good-looking girlfriend, that will naturally attract girls that look like her or just as good as her. If she's into him, shit, I need to see what the fuss is about. I need to see what it is. So you having a certain type of certain thing attracts more of that. It's like it's an uphill battle on YouTube, right? Until you get to a certain status where you are starting to get recognized, and then everything starts to snowball. And once it starts snowballing, you'll be able to get deals, brands, and everything. Once you get past that uphill battle, and then it goes over the hill and starts going down, where it just the snowball just gets bigger and bigger and bigger, right? Unless you do something to like jeopardize it or whatever. But like I said, money itself doesn't have the value, but it's what money can do for you. It could be a lucrative asset to whatever you're trying to achieve, right? Money talks. It really does, because not a lot of people have it. It's easy to make, but not a lot of people know how to make it, right? The formula is simple.
Because I've been
Tell me you're proud
because
of
I've
yourself.
been to prison.
Jesus Christ,
Because
look
I've been
at
to
you,
prison?
bro. You got 10-inch arms and tits. Men don't have tits.
No,
guys.
they go to prison where they get fucking
Fuck yeah,
where they
they
get
do.
raped up the ass.
You've never been to prison. Look,
That's
you're
what
talking about shit you
happens.
don't know.
They go to prison where they get
let's
raped.
do
Now you
this.
get your ass
Hold on,
beat
hold
in
on,
front
hold
of
on.
You think that
everybody.
that's better?
Guys,
You think that that's better?
Let's let him give his definition of success, and then
Having tits and 10-inch arms
Let's-
is what a
let's-
man is,
let's
you
let him-
guys.
let's let him get
Please
his-
don't listen to that.
Wes, let's let him get his thing out, and then
Tits.
We can have different opinions.
Yeah.
Titties.
Anyway, back to where I was at.
Boobs.
Yeah. Okay. Prison. But anyway, if you want
Fuck yeah.
if you want to follow the successful mantra of a man who tells you he's reformed from prison, understand why they might have gone there to begin with. And
To take care
yes,
of a
I do think that a rejection of materialism is something missing in society, and I do think that true wealth is the family, and I think that true wealth is having a wife, and true wealth, that is what I think it is, and that is what I think truly success is being able to go home and look your family in the face and know that you're doing everything you can to support them. That's
And then
what
when
I
you
think
go to the
success
beach
is.
with your family, they're like, there's my stud dad right there standing there.
Do you have-
that stud right there with his shirt off?
Do you have children?
Look at that
Do
stud.
you have children?
I do have children.
How many?
I have 2.
You have 2. So are you saying that your Bugatti and your money and everything
If
else
they
is
saw me
worth more
standing
than your
there, they'd be
children?
like, my dad's a superhero. Look what he brought to the table. Look how hard this guy works. He came from nothing to this.
Yeah.
He's, God damn it.
You're still whining. Stop whining
that
and
is
just
a
make an
product.
argument.
Dude, I'll smack your fat ass.
So you're gonna attack.
Straight
You're gonna
up.
attack me.
All right.
No, but
right.
dude, nobody's
All right.
Do you
whining.
usually attack
This
armed
is
men
how
in
I
Florida?
talk, bro. Dude,
All right.
look
Let's
at
just-
your goddamn self.
Okay,
Guys,
well,
guys,
I've never
guys,
seen such a
dude.
pathetic motherfucker.
Okay,
Let's
well,
chill out a little
I'll-
bit, man. A little bit.
This is not what men
Let's let
look
him.
like.
Let's let him
What do they
finish
look
his
like?
point.
Fucking shit.
What do they look like?
Come on, Wes. Now, this is the part. Wes shouldn't even be engaging like he is, right? This guy's baiting Wes, right? He's falling for the bait, right? What Wes is saying is making sense, but it's how he's projecting it and how his energy is coming off, right? He's getting triggered by this man. And the other dude, you can see he's just as calm and collected as he can be. And Wes is standing up talking about putting hands on him and stuff like that. Like, Wes, you're above that, bro. You're no longer in the penitentiary. You worth millions of dollars. There is no reason for you to be acting in this manner. I understand you have a certain bravado and you have a certain character you go into when you're in front of the masses or you're in front of the camera. But I mean, bro, you could tone it down. You could tone it down when you're, amongst people. Like, it's really not that serious. What he feels, how he feels, you shouldn't try to change that. How anybody feels, however they feel, let them feel the way they feel, right? Because at the end of the day, nothing you can do or say is going to change them unless they're ready to do that for themselves. You get what I'm saying? Now, I get what Wes is saying. Like, the one dude, I don't know who he is. Apparently, he does have some type of money. He owns some type of company, I believe. Don't quote me on that, but I believe so. He's talking about how your family is the reflection of success, right? And to a certain extent. But as Wes is saying, what you talking about, that's like old world values. I'm not saying family is not valuable, but today, in today's day and age, you have to have tangibles. You have to have the materialism, the materialistic, because, people seeing you have something is what triggers them, right? If they see that you have a nice car, you have money, you're making business deals, you're closing business deals, you're out and about going lavish places, You know what I'm saying? If they're seeing all of this unfold before their eyes, that's what's going to move them more. You have to actually be a reflection of what you're doing. They have to see this. And, some people fake it till they make it, right? And some people, they do certain things when they really don't have the resources allowed to do that. But in today's day and age, materialism is what gets you where you need to go, because they're not going to want to follow you if you're not producing results. You know what I'm saying? So they have to see something like, oh well, he has this, he has X, Y, and Z. Okay, maybe I should start listening to this guy, right? And then that ultimately baits them into actually you obtaining what you actually don't have. You know what I'm saying? But when children see this, when they see you have these tangibles, you got nice cars. Oh, daddy, why does that little boy have this, that, and the third? Why did he get to live in a big old house with 40 acres of land, right? They drive what they want, they wear what they want, they come to school, they go places, vacation trips, and this, that, and the third, right? Why is his dad in shape? He's where on the field trip, he's able to, the dad is able to take his shirt off. He's a cool dad. That's what he's talking about. That's what Wes is talking about. And then you're over here talking about, oh, well, Sonny, I did the best I can, right? I'm your father. I love you. And I'm doing the best that I can, right? Not saying that you doing the best you can is not noble, but sometimes the best you can do is not good enough if you're not willing to, climb the ranks, or you trying to push for more. If you're not willing to push for more, your best may not be enough, right? And ultimately, your kids will love you, but they may have some form of resentment towards you because you were not able to do certain things for them. There's always a trade-off. Either you can be there, right, and y'all do less, or you can be around less in the beginning, and then as they get older, once you've built all your resources up, then, oh yeah, my dad wasn't around when I was younger, but I understand why. Mom was home, he would come in, we would do things every now and again, but I understand he was making money, right? There's always that trade-off, and it's what do you value more, right? And ultimately, will this sit well with your family?
Like bald prisoners?
Yeah,
Is that what they look like?
This is the problem in society, is people like this think they can talk to someone like me like that. They really think they can. He knows he wouldn't do shit about it, and that's the problem.
I mean, you're the one who got hostile for having a difference of opinion.
Dude, check it out. You started coming at me about some other shit. This is what the show is supposed to be about. I like this shit. So personally,
So do
I enjoy it.
Yeah, I enjoy blood sports.
We can agree to disagree.
We can
move on, but Jesus Christ, men don't have tits. We can agree on that. Physically,
men usually have hair. We can agree on that too.
He has crossed over gender barriers.
I think we can see each side has different opinions.
By choice, crossing gender barriers, by growing tits.
So, what about you, brother?
All right, nice.
Crazy.
Being successful is effectively acting on your intentions, and I think I agree with Andrew that your intentions must align with something bigger than yourself. In my case, it's God, the Christian God, and so success to me is fulfilling on your intentions, but maintaining your ethical standards. And if you're doing that as a Christian, you are in fact procreating, and if you're not, you're doing something that fills in that gap that's equally effective to contributing to a moral society. And I think if you're not contributing to a moral society and you're only contributing to a consumerist society, a materialistic society, that's the only thing you're going to worship. And tons of people worship material things and flash it around, but it's vacant. It's spiritually vacant.
The craziest thing is, if you looked at the people who are supposedly materialistic, we've helped more people than these guys who claim
Why is helping important to you?
I mean, because I know what it's like to be at the bottom.
So, okay, are you helping someone if you give them an expensive watch?
Why do you think we just do that? You must not know who you're talking to.
I asked you a question. You didn't answer it.
I give them the habits to build themselves.
What did I ask you, though?
Said, am I helping them if I give them an expensive watch? I give them habits, a mindset.
So the answer is no.
How to operate.
So if you give them...
But you guys are assuming we're only doing stuff about materialism.
Can a man answer a direct question?
Jesus Christ. These Karens
The answer is no.
Look at these Karens.
Go ahead,
dude.
buddy.
How the did these guys even get up here? Why would you bring me here with people like
You
this?
didn't answer the question.
Dude, shit.
We got different of opinion here. Okay, go ahead, Miguel.
This is why they split it like this. I'm sorry you got put over there.
No, I know,
You don't really fit over there. We need some other little lame douche over there.
Check it out. Like I said, the day and age we're in, materialism. This is the thing. Materialism draws people in. It's the magnet. It's the magnet that draws them in. You draw them in with a materialism, but once they see the material things, they have to see what's below, what's beneath the surface. There's levels to this. So, oh yeah, I have this materialism. I have the material things, the car, the clothes, the women. But to obtain these things, you have to do a lot of self-work. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of self-work that goes into this to obtain these things. You shouldn't just go out trying to get these things and don't have the funds or the money or the income to do these things, because ultimately it's probably going to fail. But you build yourself up to a point where all of these things come naturally. You attract all of this. You get what I'm saying? You want to be remembered for something. And unfortunately, money is influence. So if you have money, that influence, and you have, your character's on point, you're charismatic, you have monetary, you're able to be like a humanitarian, be able to do things for people. Like I said, no, you don't give them expensive things. You just don't buy a person a car, right? You just don't give a person $10,000, right? Because that's not teaching them to be self-sufficient for their families. You get what I'm saying? But you teach them if they're willing to learn. If they're willing to learn, you teach them and give them the tools necessary to be able to do what you've done and multiply, right? Multiply times X, whatever. So they can do that for their family and then, build that generational wealth. But that's what I'm saying. A lot of people nowadays, a lot of people want to have everything served to them on a silver platter. They want it here, this, that, and there. They want it just, rapid. You know what I'm saying? You shouldn't help your family out like, okay, they're late on the payment, you pay a house note, this, that, and the third. If you got it like that, right, you help them with like small increments of money. But when they start getting to, can I get like, 20, 30, 40, $50,000? Why would I give you 30, 40, $50,000 when I know that you don't have the, you don't have the mental capacity to multiply that $50,000, turn it to 100,000, turn it to 200,000, turn it to 500,000. You know what I'm saying? You're going to blow that money because you don't know what to do with it on senseless shit. You're going to blow it, and then you're going to be back 2 months, a month times. And the next time you come back, I might not give it to you. And now you resent me. You get what I'm saying? Because you, in turn, become dependent on me in a form, way, or fashion. You get what I'm saying?
Oh, man.
I'll still answer the question. Is giving someone an expensive watch...
Would any of you guys really hang out with these guys?
This is not an argument.
Like, Jesus Christ.
They're skilled. They're skilled at some things.
Whoever f***ing said
Hang
that.
on. That bass
Kick
guy
you
right
in
there
your
just
fucking
said, hell
face,
yes,
little
shut up.
faggot.
That's hilarious. You're awesome.
Go ahead, man. Sorry.
The whole crowd says, yeah, we'd hang out with them.
Different guys on the
this
panel.
is why most people don't invite me
Guys,
places.
Different guys
Yeah,
on the
we
panel
can tell.
have different skill sets and different things that they bring to the table.
We could tell his tits are all jiggling. He's got like a half a fucking jelly donut.
Hey,
on
bro,
one.
your toupee, it's still back there in the back. Go get it.
I shaved my head, you little f***.
Are you
Shut
sure
the fuck up.
are you sure you shave your head?
Okay. We got
All right. Go ahead, Miguel.
We're on Rumble, right?
Yeah.
We're on YouTube, too.
Oh, well, fuck it.
We do it live.
We're not on mic channel.
Live, baby.
We do it live.
Bro, George Michael wants his pants back.
Dude, God damn, look at whose shirt is that? Dude, your mom bought you that. Your aunt bought you that for fucking Thanksgiving dinner. That's like Oshkosh Bagosh or some shit, bro.
Welcome
Jesus
to the
Christ.
roast session today.
Dude, any of you guys who
like I'm
holy
in the locker
shit.
room.
If those are men to you guys,
God
go
forbid you say watches are not important to this guy.
No, it's the thing about materialism. You
worship
these
it,
guys,
dude. You worship
These guys
it.
must have grown up with money.
Bro,
The
you
people who didn't
worship
grow up with
material.
money chase money. The people who
Worship
didn't grow-
materialism.
Shut the f up.
You
don't
worship
know me,
it.
you f***ing
Tell.
lame.
I can tell by your speaking.
How the f you think you
Listen
know me?
how reactive you are if someone
Shave
says,
your goddamn arms,
see, you can't
bro.
deal with it. You can't deal with it. Why would I shave my arms? I'm the man.
Look at these pale
What
fucks.
the f- wrong with you?
Okay.
Shave your body. Aren't you a man?
Look at this guy, dude.
Okay, let's let Miguel finish this real quick.
Let's post these guys.
Shave your pubes.
Hey, post these guys,
All right,
women back here.
guys.
I want to see these guys, women. Let's put
Guys,
these trolls back
guys,
here.
guys,
Women
guys,
are not
guys.
objects
Hey,
in our
hey,
world. 'Cause
guys,
we're not
Jesus.
materialists.
Relax.
I've never heard more
Relax.
lies in my life.
Relax.
This is one thing I don't like.
Wes,
It's
come on,
people
man.
who lie.
Wes,
You're crying.
Wes, let's just
No,
move
no, no,
on.
no, no, no. We're
We're
gonna
gonna
continue.
move on.
I
We're
can
gonna
make
move
you
on.
cry if you want.
That's all
We're
you
gonna
got.
move on. We're gonna move on. We're gonna move
I
on.
could if you want.
We're gonna
No,
move on.
that's all you got is threats.
We're
and
gonna
brute
move on,
strength.
guys.
See, now this is a clear depiction of, you know, certain character flaws. This is a character flaw of Wes Watson. He's really getting triggered over something that's, you know, supposed to have been lighthearted. You know, like they say, agree to disagree. You don't have to agree on everything. You don't have to make a person believe what you believe. They're going to believe what they want to believe regardless, right? You don't have to, you know, project your, or you don't have to try to inject them with your ideals and morals. You get what I'm saying? Or how you feel about life and it's you know, end goal. You know, if he feels one way about something, okay, that's okay. You should be able to see his point of view and be able to respect it. But Wes, he just getting triggered, right? And you know, once he started getting triggered, the guys saw that and they keep, you know, chinking at his armor now. Now they're just fucking with him at this point. And he just keeps taking the bait. Wes, you can't take the bait, bro. Right? And I understand, well, you know, he says certain people can't tell him certain things because he's at a higher level, but that's a character flaw, bro. You're getting triggered. You seem like you have some anger issues, bro.
So we're gonna
I'm
move
a great
on.
speaker.
We're gonna move on, guys. We're gonna move on.
At least,
Okay,
I can
Miguel,
answer,
go ahead.
Go ahead,
at least
Miguel.
I can answer a direct question.
Guys.
Oh my
We're gonna move
God,
on.
how
Go
did
ahead,
you
Miguel.
bring me here? I thought this was like some real shit.
Wes, we gotta chill, man. We gotta chill.
I'll dip.
Wes,
I
go
don't
ahead.
give
All right, what's success, right? Freeing the slaves. That's what it is. Mental slaves, man. That's what it is, man. And I got to agree with Wes. You got to help people out. Like, you can't, like, it's true. This whole thing, right? I came from no money. Immigrant, Mexican, having trouble with the body. You know, so shout out Wes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right? But, you know, we've helped a lot of people. We made millionaires, and that's changed people's lives. That's helped people get fucking families, and now people have the time to fucking go to the gym, do everything. But it's about freeing your mind, and that's what I'm proud of, and that's what I do. That's what Charlie does. That's what most of these men on this panel do, is we free people from their fucking mental slavery. Period.
Short, concise, and to the point, right? They all do the same thing, but just in different ways, at an extent. You see what I'm saying? They all help people, but they have different ways of going about it, if that makes sense. Y'all end goal, you know, the end goal is all the same, but they take different paths on achieving that.
So, oh man. Well, here's the thing. I'll tell you this: we got a bunch of masculine guys on the panel because they're arguing with each other. So that's how you know.
Those are some stuff. Mr. Steal Your Bitch.
Yeah,
And
so-
his buddy.
Keep shaving your body.
What I will
Damn.
say is this. I think the definition of success is a combination of everything that everyone on the panel has said, whether being free, being able to have a family, being able to have your money on point, being in shape, which I agree with 100%. If you are going to be married, you're free and you run the marriage the way that you want.
Those karate bodies.
Being free. I think all these, how do I say this? All these attributes absolutely make you into the top tier guy. And it really comes down to having all the pieces, right? We talk about Yu-Gi-Oh! And all 5 pieces of Exodia. You got to have all 5 pieces. The piece that I'm missing right now, which I will admit that that Wilson has, is that religion does matter, right? Whether you're Christian, Muslim, Jewish, etc. Understanding that there's a higher power and being devout to something and understanding that and following God is very important. That's something that I need to work on myself. And I'm definitely going to admit that, you know, I haven't been the best Muslim. I haven't been the most devout Muslim. And it's something that I need to go back to at some point. But I think being religious is very important. And it's something that I'm missing. You know, obviously I have the fitness, the money, girls, whatever the hell it may be. But at the end of the day, to be fulfilled, you need that religious component, I think. Especially when you have
self-actualization. Spirituality is a component of that. Religion or spirituality. I think religion is like the middleman to the person and spirituality, right? And you know, who knows who's the best one. I feel as though get one, pick one, as long as their views and values aren't wildly, you know, outrageous, it don't matter which one you decide. I mean, go with, because they're pretty much all reaching for the same thing, right? Right. Everybody agrees that there is a higher power controlling things. That this was not a Big Bang theory, and we're just here by chance. No, ain't no way. This it's too intricate. It's too complex for this to just been a fucking mistake.
Of it all. So no one here on the panel is wrong, honestly. Some guys are specialized in other things. Some guys are better at some things than others. But I think the general message, the underlying message is 100% correct. You got to have your money on point. You can't be a fat piece of shit. You got to be able to run the marriage, if you are married, the way that you want, where you're able to have an open relationship, where you're able to be on a private jet with 4 other women with your wife. Or if you want to be monogamous, that's fine too. But I think you need to be able to run your life the way that you want, understand that you're put on this earth for a reason, and God put you here for a reason, and it's not to waste it away. So turn it to fresh.
I think success just means you have a choice that you can make every day. So waking up saying, okay, this is what I want to do with my life, I'll do. And ultimately, if you're a guy out here, you want to be successful for yourself and your family. So I think for most people here, you want to grind, make money, to invest for your family, but how do you get there? And it's having goals, setting it for yourself, running it back, how do I get to this point, and execution. And I think for most people here, by yourself, you can't get it done. But with a team, people that are successful or on the way up, you can get it done. So I think having a good network of people around you and having that mindset and goals helps to go all the way. But yeah, as you can see here, we all have different opinions, and it's success in different ways.
As you guys see,
yeah.
everyone has a perspective of life. Sorry for my English, I'm Spanish, But what you got to understand is your perspective is going to shape your reality.
Yeah.
Okay? So there's many things being said here, but one thing I got to say that I back up Wes is that you can never be truly like in peace with yourself if you're not proud of how you look. Because to be present, you're going to be proud of your presence. So, you got to be proud of how you look in the mirror.
They say it all the time. Like, it goes back to the perspective thing. When you are in shape, you don't gotta be the cuttest. You don't gotta look like Wes, right? But if you have some type of tone definition, if your body is a reflection of you caring about yourself, that's gonna naturally attract more people to you. When someone sees a fat person, I'm fat myself. We're working on it, right? This is an ongoing battle, right? When you're overweight, people are gonna automatically think, oh, this dude, this girl, she's a fat piece of shit. She's lazy. They don't do anything, right? Even if that is the farthest from the truth, right? It's just the perception. Fat people equate to laziness, right? In most people's eyes. And if you get in shape and you're exercising this, that, and the third, that just shows that you care about yourself. You get what I'm saying? That shows people, or it gives the perspective that you care about yourself, right? Because just being in shape doesn't automatically say that you care about yourself, because you could be indulging in other things that don't necessarily correlate to how much fat your body accumulates over time, right? You can still be abusing your body, even if you're not fit. But it's just going to give the perspective off that you care about your body, right? And that is going to naturally attract other people. Oh, this person cares about himself, right? He's in shape, he eats right, he goes to the gym. Yeah, maybe I do need to take a page out of his book.
That's money on the side, I've been broke and I've been rich. I'm always going to choose rich, bro. I've been fat and I've been in shape. I'm always going to choose in shape. So I feel that's the main message here. You guys got to be proud of who you are, because if not, you're not going to be walking around of your best version of yourself.
If y'all want one-on-one consultation, link will be in the description and pinned in the first comment. If y'all want to join Discord so I can get around like-minded people, link will be in the description. Make sure to dot your I's, cross your T's. It's your boy Alex. I'll catch y'all in the next one.